Our Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Valley by Night, River City, our Vampire 5th Edition actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me as usual will be Jeremy playing GDO, Sarah playing Emma, Rappy playing Iola, Eric playing Kyle, and Duba playing Walter. And last session, Kyle had a nice long nap.
In a box, wrapped in chains.
It was a comfortable box.
Until they did an exception to that.
It was nice and velvet lined.
Look, to be fair, it was Walter's coffin. You knew it was at least roomy.
Very top heavy.
I mean, that's
like a
true, too.
Dorito.
I wasn't thinking of it like that, but you'd be right. It'd be Dorito shaped, basically.
Yeah. Anyway, while Kyle was in torpor, the rest of the coterie had to repulse an attempted takeover. It didn't break down to a full-on fight, but a group of people that thought y'all might not be tough enough to really run stuff decided to see if they could intimidate you and take over while Kyle was out of commission. That didn't really go their way.
No, it didn't.
GDO almost caused a masquerade breach.
Well, you know.
Something about these guys... Something about the attempt just really, really seemed to set him off. But no blood was shed.
Yet.
But once you got Kyle back up, y'all met in his little secret compartment. I think you're calling it the speakeasy.
Yeah.
That he has concealed up under the bar. Which is fine, but being soundproof, when somebody came in and busted the bar up a little bit, y'all weren't aware of it until you adjourned your meeting. Found out somebody had been coming in demanding to know where Kyle was and tossing some of the employees around. Specifically chunking one of the bartenders across the bar or over the bar and, into the shelves. Luckily, the top shelf stuff is still up there. So that's where we're picking up now. You'd come up, an employee had filled you, and what happened. The bartender got tossed. They've taken him to across the street to the hospital. But the police are really curious, or really interested in talking to Kyle. This is the second weird incident at this bar in 3 weeks to a month, something.
What time is it right now? It's like midnight-ish?
I can't remember if it was that late or not.
Can't remember it being that late because Kyle waking up was like the first thing he did. And then we caught him up immediately.
Yeah, if the bar was still open, it wouldn't be that late, I don't think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it could be 10 or 11. It
Okay.
could be getting close to the bar closing.
Well then I'll tap Kyle on the shoulder and be like, "Oh, I'll leave you to it," and then just leave. I will be looking. As I'm leaving, I am looking at the scene, just kind of like giving it a scan.
There's some damage. Apparently, after not finding Kyle, out in the open area, he had gone to the back. He'd kicked in a couple of doors. Knocked
Is the
some
private
shit.
room still intact?
Yes.
Okay.
The door wasn't locked or anything, so he didn't like tear it off the door frame. But,
Sure. And you just look in and be like, yeah, just keep it in.
But
keep
you
it
can
in
tell
the
there's some
frame.
damage. It's not that a person couldn't kick a door hard enough to damage it like this, but
It's unlikely.
And apparently, as he was coming back out, was when the bartender confronted him and got yeeted.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cool. And then Egidio will exit stage left.
Okay. One of the police flags you down and asks you just a few rudimentary questions.
Sure.
Did you see anything? Did you hear anything?
Nope.
What's your relationship with Mr. Adams?
Associate.
Oh?
Yeah.
You work here at the bar?
No. We have other ventures.
Oh, such as?
Just, I'm new in town and I'm come to him for business advice.
Oh, okay.
He's got a nice situation going here, people attacking him notwithstanding.
Okay. They let you go because they're already letting some of the other bar clientele go.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to answer questions and then make a swift exit.
Walter, what are you doing? I mean, when you came out, you heard the employees talking and referring to somebody as officer, so it's not like you stepped out and were surprised the cops were there.
I mean, Walter would have definitely obfuscated before even remotely stepping back out onto the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have just kind of like tiptoed and just just kind of bobbed and weaved past people. He'd stay in the bar, but he'd be like just trying to overhear and listen to the conversations going on, try to get any useful information he can.
Okay.
See if he can piece together from the stories that are being thrown around.
Most of the people are telling more or less the same story as the bartender. Or not bartender, but the other employee. Guy came in, they assumed he was homeless based on how he dressed. The ones that were close enough to him could, he gave off an odor. In fact, most of you can probably still catch a whiff of the kind of sewage smell coming out that was coming off the guy.
Yeah.
Walter would recognize that and be like, oh. Basically, him knowing like, well, I know where they came from. However,
couple of the police officers are just talking amongst themselves, wondering what is up with this guy. It takes you a second to realize they're talking about Kyle. Why is it? Basically, they're just suspicious because this weird stuff is happening around the bar so much. The employees see him come in, then they can't find him. The first time when we tried to call him, we couldn't get a hold of him until the next night. Iola.
Yes.
While this little scene is breaking down, what are you doing?
Now, she wants to make a scene. There's cops here.
I'm sorry, that's the line
love
that just
that.
got me right there.
That's actually what she's contemplating right now. Does she want to make a scene? Get the eyes off of Kyle?
All right, so for the moment, she's sitting around debating what she's going to do.
Yes. Very much so.
Emma, what are you doing?
She has pulled up a seat at the bar and is just kind of sitting there until she's told she's free to go.
Okay. And you notice Iola standing next to you, looking deep in thought.
She's also inwardly just concerned. Especially with Iola, because she's like, motherfucking Malkavians. Second one said that bullshit.
Well, you're not sitting there but a minute or so when one of the officers steps up, asks you the same kind of question they asked the GDO. You know, did you see anything? Did you hear anything?
Nope. Did not.
What's your relationship with Mr. Adams?
Acquaintance, and I pick up food for various food delivery services from the bar to deliver.
Okay. Where did you and Mr. Adams and the rest of your group of friends? Where was it y'all went? You know, the employee said you stepped into the back, but then they couldn't find you.
Was that to Emma?
Yes, I'm sorry.
How close are the others around? Like, I know Iola's right next towards Kyle in the general area.
He was like out the door.
Yeah, Egidio's.
Y'all are sitting at the bar. Kyle is back by the door that leads to the back. So, you know, 15 feet from you, 20 feet from you, something like that.
Probably could still hear.
Yeah, I mean, there's other people talking in the room, but you'd have a shot at it, yeah.
She figured to probably hear. She'll just make sure to be speaking loud enough and enunciating clear enough to make sure that she is heard.
Okay.
Not like obvious to mortals, but she'll say we stepped out back, like away from the bar, went for a walk.
Okay.
That's our story. We're sticking to it.
He doesn't seem particularly suspicious. He does ask you if you know of any enemies Mr. Adams might have. Anyone that might wish him harm.
Kyle's revealed the background to everyone, correct?
I don't think it's a secret.
That the
Yeah.
bar is like a neutral ground for gangsters.
Yeah.
He has not revealed that.
Fair enough. Okay.
He's alluded to the fact that he has a less than stellar background, but he hasn't outright stated that this is like a neutral ground for all the mortal gangs of the city.
Fair enough.
I
No
believe it's
one
made
that I'm
Elysium.
aware of.
Okay. He gives you a card, and the GDO they'd have given you a card too.
Yep.
You know, if you remember anything else, or you know, something occurs to you later, you know, here's a card. Please let us know.
Absolutely.
And then you know they tell you you're free to go.
So just about that.
While that one is questioning Emma, Iola, another one steps up to you. Same questions, you know. Did you see anything? Did you hear anything? What's your relationship with Mr. Adams?
They just knew each other from the town.
Okay. This one does not ask you where y'all went. Of course, you're standing right next to Emma, so that was, yeah. But all right, Kyle. The detective that's kind of in charge of the scene is back there, and another officer back there with you. And it starts off the same way. You know, did you see anything? Did you hear anything?
I was muted. No, I didn't.
You know, where was it you went? Did you say something?
No.
Oh, sorry. I thought I saw Eric's mouth move.
I think he's talking to somebody else.
Oh, okay.
There you are. We didn't hear what you said. If
Yeah,
you said
we
anything.
weren't able to hear you there for a second.
It's weird. Like I'm muted and everything. Sorry. Said no. We went out back to have a talk out of the noise of the bar, and I figured my employees could handle anything that might arise for a few minutes.
I'm sure they could have it on a normal night.
Yeah. I'm sure they could have. I wasn't expecting round 2 of someone deciding to do something stupid.
But speaking of this being round 2,
Mhm.
do you have any idea who this individual could have been?
I have no idea. I'd have to do a little research, maybe.
When they took the bartender away, he was describing the man. How do I put it? He seemed to be frightened of what the man looked like. Nobody else got a good, clear look at the guy. He was wearing a hoodie under a coat, had a hood pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
But he kept talking about his teeth. He seemed really freaked out, but he'd taken a blow to the head. We're about to ride over to the hospital and see if they've got him settled down, and checked out. So hopefully we'll have a better description of this guy that we can come back by here and ask you. Once we get a sketch of him.
Well, I'd appreciate that.
I don't suppose you remembered or thought of anything else about the previous incident, about who might have been doing that.
As far as I'm aware, the previous incident was a couple of drunks having a bit of a problem with one of my regulars.
Oh, I meant the body.
Oh, that. I have
A lot of shit
no
keeps
idea.
happening.
Yeah. The police weren't even really registering the drunks shouting at each other in the parking lot.
Tuesday.
To that, I have no idea. That's a first for me. That's never happened here before.
Okay. Well, he thanks you for your time. Gives you a card. If you think of anything else, please contact us. Then he goes off, and he's the police are about finished up. They do have a forensics guy that is taking taking some fingerprints off the door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right.
And by the time they're done talking to you, most of the regular clientele have kind of cleared out.
Mm-hmm.
All of the kindred that swing by here, they bugged out as quick as they could.
I think if there's a guy getting prints, I think Egidio, as he's leaving, takes maybe a little too long of a look at that guy. Just doesn't say anything. He's not making any attempt to hide it. He's just looking.
The guy notices.
For reasons.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
He's not up in his space or anything. He's 4 or 5 feet away.
That's kind of up in his space.
Up in his space would be up to his neck, breathing on him.
He's merely in his threatened area.
Yes.
Wow.
So yeah, the guy notices you.
Did he say anything?
He just sort of sees you like watching him work. Like this is not the first time he's had somebody that watches CIS pay close attention to him while he was working.
Can I, while he's doing that, just like make some sort of a roll to be like, hey, you missed something?
Sure, give me a
Intelligence medicine?
Well, he's taking fingerprints, so I don't know that your medicine would factor in.
Because like my specialty was in forensics, and we said that was in like medicine, so that's kind of why I put it there to begin with.
Oh, I was assuming like medical, what's it, medical pathologist?
Oh, nah.
But yeah, go ahead. All right, go ahead and give me that roll here.
Okay. Intelligence. I have an extra dice to this because it's my specialty. Oh boy. Fun.
Starting strong.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so that is 3, 4,
That's
5.
a messy critical.
The messy critical.
That's
Unless
5
you-
successes.
Unless you reroll that 10 with a willpower.
Actually, that's 7 because the 10's double.
Yep.
We're doing it live.
And yes, one of those 10s is on a hunger dice.
Wait, we get willpower back after every session, right?
Yeah. You get willpower equal to either your resolve or your composure, whichever one's higher.
They're both at 3, so that means I get 3 back?
Yes.
Sweet.
Right. I think. No, there's too many people. Egidio's prideful. He's not that prideful. I will spend a willpower to bump it down.
Okay. Do you bump it down or do you just re-roll that 10?
I think I just bump it to like a regular roll. I don't remember how that works.
All right, let's see here.
I think it's like suppressing the beast with the willpower.
Let's see here. Messy criticals. That's in combat. Oh, where's the thing for willpower? While I'm checking on the books, one of y'all poke through the cheat sheets in Roll20. Oh, wait, you don't have access to all of those.
Yeah, we do.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. I don't know if everyone else does. I see a bunch of them on the thing.
Messy criticals. Messy critical options. Okay, one more stains. Masquerade breach. Lose advantage dots. Fail test. For the moment, go ahead and re-roll that 10-sider.
So that's 5. That's drop it down to 4 successes.
Okay. And there's no 10 in there.
Right.
And just remind me at the end of the session. I'll make a note to look that up for sure so we know next time.
Okay.
Otherwise, I will surely forget.
I have the demi-plane on here. I just have to fish around for it. The one of all the things I like about demi-plane, of how easy it is to read everything now, it's hard to search for things. But yeah, I'll bump that down to 4 successes.
Okay. That's so not a messy critical. And he was taking fingerprint. There's a decent handprint where on his way out he just kind of slapped the glass on the door to open it.
He's like, it's his handprint, or is that the person that he's missing?
It's that. Well, there's a big handprint on the glass there that he's doing.
Oh, okay.
Walter might hear somebody talking about the fact that he had slapped the door going out.
Gotcha.
But so yeah, you find what you spot is a little bit of blood on the ground at the door. You know,
I think I'll stop him from like taking a step, like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And I'll just point down.
oh, good looking out, man. Thank you.
Oh, that's CSI, and he leaves.
You hear the cop kind of bark and laugh as you go out the door. You know, and you see him pull out the equipment and start, you know, getting the sample of that. All right, but Egidio headed out.
He's gonna
fairly early,
he's gonna pull out a cigarette, fake smoke it, flick it.
Littering in front of the cops.
Oh, because they have so much. I'm sure that's the thing they're gonna catch a case on for him. And as I exit, I will turn on Sense the Unseen.
Okay. When you do that, glancing back, you can see Walter standing right inside the bar.
That's Walter.
Give me wits awareness.
Right.
As I assume, since you went to trouble turning that on, that you're kind of canvassing the area.
Yep. 4 successes.
Okay. You spot someone watching from the one of the storm drains. Not in the bar parking lot. This is over in the mall's parking lot.
Gotcha.
So, you know, a decent little distance away. With your Sense the Unseen, you kind of catch, like, reflect. Well, he's standing in a storm drain, so decent chance. But his eyes seem like reflective to you.
Gotcha. Like he's using some sort of animalism power, maybe.
Possibly, or his eyes are just weird. Who knows?
Yep.
You know, it's dark enough that you can't really see anything about him. There's just enough of the parking lot lights coming down there to catch on his eyes.
I want to walk like I don't see him.
Okay.
Because, you know, nosed up, so I'm going to just... But is there anybody else in the area on 4 successes besides...
There's still a couple of the last-minute patrons that are... that are, you know, that finished talking to the cops and are leaving. There's still a handful of cars in the mall parking lot.
So I could just like fake like I'm going to my car over in the mall parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'll do. And I'll walk by.
Do the
give
thing. Me a manipulation. This
subterfuge.
Subterfuge. That's it. I was looking for deception for some reason. That's the wrong game.
3 successes.
Ooh.
Just walking straight, thinking murder.
All right, he got 4 successes. So you start walking that way, but one of them times you glance over, it's like you make direct eye contact, and then those eyes are just gone.
I'll text an eye emojis to the group chat. Like 2 of them.
Aren't you gonna feel silly when your group chat is why the Second Inquisition comes down on you?
Yeah, sure. That an eye emoji is what did it.
An emoji's gonna always be what did it.
As it said it's a storm drain, so it's not like one of those sewer the sewer grates. It was just like a storm drain, like on the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then, just clocks it. Doesn't say anything. Keeps walking.
Okay. All right, so Emma, what do you do as the cops tell you can go?
She's at least gonna go out to her car.
Okay.
Definitely lock the doors and be hyper aware of everything going on around her.
Now, I like the picture that Emma has got, like, you know, a ruler or a yardstick or something. That every time she gets in her car now, she just sort of swaps it around in the back seat.
Oh no, she like looks in the back seat before, like just like leans and like looks in the back seat, and then opens the back seat and maybe like tosses her purse or whatever in the back, like swings it a couple times.
Sees
Like,
if it's floating.
like tosses it the full width of the
Yeah.
of the car, bouncing off the other door.
Yeah, she like, I'll grab it from the other side now. Can reach over from the driver's side and grab it off the passenger backside. It's a perfect idea.
See what you can do now is you open the door behind the driver's seat, put the purse down, close it, see if it floats.
Throwing it would work too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then she gets in the driver's seat and somebody a voice in the passenger seat. Then
You thought. She's like, motherfucker, I'm taking the bus.
yeah, but then she's got to worry that every empty seat in the bus is an us. But anyway, you get in your car.
She's gonna be like, not actually in character, but like, you know, if you're in here, you have to tell me. Like how the whole joke of a cop having to tell you if they're, yeah. All right. She's gonna kind of just look at her phone and maybe just circle the block.
Okay.
Or circle them all, like she's waiting to get an order or something.
Okay. Iola, what do you do when the cops tell you can go?
How late is it?
By this time, probably 11:30. We'll say. You know, the bar would have been closed by now anyway.
She would probably. Probably head home for now. See if she catches any of the people's, like, anybody trying to lurk about the area.
Okay. You don't see anybody around. You know, you see Emma sitting in her car on her phone. Maybe you see a GDO walking off.
You definitely see him walking towards the mall. He's not hiding it.
The mall is closed at this point.
Yeah.
The cleaning crews and stuff are probably in there.
Yeah, she just probably just do a little quick, like just keep an eye on people as she walks back home.
Cat hairs.
Okay. Now, Kyle, while the police have been talking to you, several of the employees have been cleaning up the mess behind the bar. You know, sweeping up the broken glass.
Yeah.
Eventually, the cops finish up. You know, they kind of tell you that whole call us if you remember anything else one more time. As they leave, the last couple of employees are probably leaving for the night. And eventually it's just you and Walter standing in there. Though you're not aware that Walter's there.
Enough time and patience. This man already suspects that Walter's still nearby.
Yeah,
He just goes floating.
He pulls out his phone and sends a text to Emma basically saying, "So when can I get my guitar back?"
I'll go get the guitar and bring it back. Give me 20 minutes.
Fine.
She'll go get the guitar in the meantime.
Okay.
Are the employees still like around, or are they done cleaning?
They're pretty much done cleaning. The last couple of them are standing in the parking lot talking. Like, they're standing over by their vehicles talking before they actually leave.
Okay. So there's nobody actually in the bar.
Nope. Kyle is there by himself, as far as he knows.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna turn and head back to his office and just go, Walter, watch the bar.
You just hear like a foot tap twice for yes.
Morse code.
Basically.
Mhm.
Like he just makes it like not a huge sound, of course, to break obfuscate, but you just hear just a distinct 2 taps.
If the bar wasn't empty, he wouldn't have been able to hear it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Egidio goes through his I guess through his streetwise, goes to find an item that can be shipped to the bar tomorrow, like next day shipping.
Okay.
And he'll pay for it. And there's a lot of fluff about it, so we'll get into that the next day or next evening.
Okay. But you
But
spend the
They will
evening
have received it. Yeah.
sending something to the bar the next day.
Yes.
All right. So is there anything particular you wanted to do back in your office, Kyle? Or are y'all ready to wrap tonight up?
He's gonna look through his security footage, see if he can see anything
Okay.
about what happened, sort of get a feel for it, like kind of what he's dealing with.
Okay. And I'm sure the police would have requested a copy of that because they know you've got footage because you had footage for the last time.
Mm-hmm. But did they think to ask? Yeah, they probably would.
Yeah.
But
Trying to be all slick.
I'm fairly certain they'd remember to ask about something like that, especially considering it hasn't been terribly long since they've been back this way anyway.
So yeah, you look at the cameras. You don't see this guy approach. He just suddenly comes through the door.
Mm-hmm.
Tall, the hood kind of slouched over with the hood.
Yeah.
You see him get agitated with the employees, go storming off into the back, and then when he comes back, you see the bartender. I won't call him Bruce if you don't have another name for him.
I don't have another name for him.
Do your cameras have sound, or is it just the cameras?
Just cameras.
Okay. Lame.
He's well enough. He's not that well enough.
Sure.
Alright, so Bruce, the bartender. And Bruce is a decent sized guy. Usually he can keep the drugs in line.
Mm-hmm.
But he kind of steps up to confront the guy, and you see you can't see his face from the camera, but you see where he kind of looks up and kind of looks dead at Bruce, and Bruce is like, takes a step back.
Mm-hmm.
Before the guy grabs him and chunks him over the bar. Then there's kind of pandemonium,
So basically a very clear masquerade breach. Or what could very well be a masquerade breach.
Borderline.
I'd just be hopped up on drugs.
Yeah, this is one that you could easily go, oh, this dude's on angel dust or something. Because it's, they were standing next to the bar. It's not like he chunked him across the room.
Yeah.
And then like I said, you have a scramble of other people. Some of the employees run over to help Bruce. One or two people literally pick up their chair or their stool. But that's when this intruder decides to leave, and you see him turn around and walk out, and he slaps the door open, leaving that big handprint on the glass.
Yeah.
And even in the video, he looks filthy.
Okay.
You don't get a look at his face. You're pretty sure you'd recognize him if you saw him.
Mm-hmm. So it's not so much like he'd recognize it by facial feature as more of he sort of recognizes by just kind of
how he's dressed, and maybe a little bit of how he moved.
And the fact that he apparently smells like a sewer.
Yeah. If he showered, put on a 3-piece suit, and stood up straight, well, no, you wouldn't have a chance then.
Yeah.
Since I would have smelled the sewage in the thing, did it smell like sewage as I walked by the storm drain?
Yes, but to be fair, a lot of the storm drains in Decatur right at this moment smell like sewage because you've had so much sewage backing up in them.
Double checking.
So it does. That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
That doesn't pin it on him yet. Okay.
But anyway, so y'all eventually retire.
Real quick, just so you don't have to do that or think Emma's going to drop back by, drop off the guitar.
Oh, right.
Heal the superficial damage. That way starts
Rouse
the next
check.
day. Yeah. 2 rouse checks, because boosting intelligence and then the power.
Huh?
Succeeded on one, failed on the other, so she gets a little hungrier.
Okay. And who were you healing superficial damage from?
Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah, my entire superficial track is still full.
So need how many? You have how many health?
I have 8. 7 of the track is full. The only reason the 8th isn't is because I gained that from getting my second point in fortitude.
Where are we at on the calendar year?
It's February or March. Let me check when Decatur sewers flooded.
Oh, that was an actual thing that happened. Okay.
Yep.
I love it.
2020 was not kind to Decatur.
Fair enough.
Uh, 8 successes, 10 each on the hunger dice and the regular dice.
Oh yeah, I
So
forgot.
that would be 9 successes.
Nice.
Oh, so yeah, you're back up.
Yep, I'm full.
Here's your guitar. Slaps his forehead. And now you're better. I'm gonna go.
Appreciate that.
Don't do it again.
Don't do what again? What did I do?
You were in torpor. Don't do it again.
Kind of didn't have much of a... never mind.
Don't do it again. And just walks off.
So yes, it is February. Though apparently there was some flooding in January too. I had not known that.
Reoccurring themes.
Yeah. I don't hang around in Decatur much, so I wasn't aware of it at the time.
So I was just gonna look real quick at any gun stores that may be open after dusk, and then she'll go to sleep.
Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a few. And there's 2 down in Hartselle if you want to travel down to Hartselle.
Nah, she's good.
Or tried for a Gidio.
Yeah, let's not tempt that. Enough of the people who are like, you came back?
Interesting.
Good.
Alright, so you're our tower for the night. Or for the day, I should say. Everybody give me your rouse check as you wake up the next day. Or next evening.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Walter gets a little hungry. We were at 3 dots, so probably gonna do
I'm
some
good.
hunting.
Okay.
Not too hungry, that's not bad. Not as hungry. Gully baby, your nails hurt.
Man.
Kyle is gonna go hunting anyway,
Okay.
because he's still at hunger 3 from having gotten up out of torpor the night before.
Really makes you peckish.
Yep.
So
That's like a long nap, but you want to eat.
Mm-hmm. So he is going hunting as well, but I will wait.
Alright, I'm going to just start up here in the corner and work my way around.
I don't
Iola.
know what that.
What is Iola? How is Iola going to start her evening? Has she got to do any hunting?
Probably hunting, because you never know what happens.
Alright.
Actually, before hunting, I would like to see if I can do a rouse check to see if she sees anything that might happen today.
Okay.
See.
Right, put her at hunger 4.
No, hunger 3. What are you
Yeah,
talking
put her
about,
around
hunger
the
4? Alright. I guess I do a rouse for that, right?
Alright. Which ability are you using?
Premonition.
It's a rouse check.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
rouse check. And I'm hungry 3.
Alright. And then... let's see what... Give me a roll for the premonition.
Do I roll premonition?
Well, let me check.
Gets a rouse.
Yeah, you have to make a roll, and if you don't meet the threshold, then power goes kaput.
So what's the roll besides resolve and I guess the discipline?
Resolve plus auspics.
So they have both
So yes, the discipline.
Oh, 1 dice. I learned nothing. Probably.
Let me see what it says. Dice pool.
Wait. Resolve? Don't I have more in resolve? I have 3 in resolve. Why did it roll 2 dice?
Rolled 5 dice.
Hunger.
And then it should roll 6? Because
Yeah,
I got 3 hunger?
No.
Hunger dice are not extra dice.
No, but I should have 3 dice because I have 3 points in resolve.
How many do you have in Auspex?
2?
That's
That's
5.
right.
That's how many you roll.
Oh, okay. The resolve goes to hunger.
No,
Yes,
just
yes.
However many
Okay.
hunger you have.
I only got 1 success. So
You get
You
a
used our
vague
force.
sense of danger about the oncoming night. But you're not sure who's in danger. Whether it's you personally or just somebody in some way related to you, or, connected to you. But tonight would be a good night to be cautious.
okay. And then after that, she's gonna go hunting.
All right. What is her hunting method?
Alley cat.
Alrighty. So where is she going to go to hunt? It's early evening, so about everything is still open. You know, there's still a lot of people moving around.
I'm trying to think. It's my cat's in the. It's still kind of early. No drunk people at Waffle House yet, right?
I'm not sure the time of day affects that a whole lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends. I haven't met many drunk people after work on night shift at Waffle House.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, then again, that's like 4 in the morning, so. She'll see about finding somebody in the back alley of Waffle House.
We just wait out there for somebody to bring the garbage out.
Yes.
All right, then. Give me your roll.
Somewhere in Huntsville, a thin blood's like, I feel a disturbance.
Gotta go protect my Waffle House.
Patron saint of Waffle Houses.
Queen of the Thin Bloods and Empress of the Waffle Houses.
2 successes.
I can see it.
I probably need it more than that, right?
I think so, yeah.
I can't. Even if I do, I'd only get 3 successes. If I re-roll one of the dice, I can't re-roll hunger dice.
Correct.
Yeah, you cannot reroll hunger dice. You can only reroll your standard by burning a point of willpower.
Yeah.
And what was it that we figured out last week about the?
It's in the domain. Chas, it's default 6, and then every dot after the first one is -1 to the dice.
All right, y'all have how many ranks?
Or to the DC. We have 2.
Our base DC is 5 if you're hunting in the domain.
Okay.
Yes.
And I don't believe it's been a week yet, so our herd hasn't refilled yet.
It slipped me a weird blood bag.
Oh no, I used it when I woke up.
Yes.
Because I desperately needed food.
Yep.
All right, so Iola, you have no luck hunting tonight.
They never throw the trash at the Waffle House, which tracks for the Waffle House.
Yeah.
Egidio,
Yes.
you awaken.
I awakened to the package delivered text. I was like, oh, cool. There's a note on it that says specifically for Emma Hawthorne.
All right, and you had it delivered to the bar.
Yes.
Okay,
Because I don't know where she lives.
that's fair, and probably for the best.
So I'll leave that to how I'll leave that to how the patron the staff want to interpret that. But it is an anonymous gift, so it doesn't say Egidio's name on it.
Okay.
And then he wakes up, sees that, is like, cool, and then goes about his day. I think he's gonna try hunting today. He's still at hunger too, and he likes being in his faculties.
All right. Wait, what is his hunting method?
Streetwise manipulation. Add 1 because my specialties. I got 3 successes, so I got nothing. It's okay.
Now, what is his hunting method?
So he goes through and like has a contact that he tries to.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he has a contact that he's a bagger, so he has a contact that he tries to get some. The guy's out. So.
Yep.
And then when his contact falls through, he will go and he'll just go down to that blood center down south. of our domain.
Okay.
He'll answer.
Okay.
Still open. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At I don't know 6:30 or 7.
Yep.
Maybe 7:30 by the time you get there. But anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you walk in. There's a receptionist desk.
Do I see anything like immediately going on like in the other rooms?
Not at a glance though. Receptionist looks up when you come in. Oh, can I help you, sir? And she kind of takes in that you're nicely dressed.
He's just wearing his little coat, his jeans. He's dressed like how well-to-do people dress when they're trying to be casual, with like a nice coat, jeans. He goes, "Oh, hi. I'm looking. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm looking for. I don't like the bullshit when I do this, but I am looking for a tax break. So if I could speak to the person who is in charge here, I'd like to make a donation."
Oh,
Scully, why?
Sorry. Let me see if Dr. Klein is still here.
I'll make a note of that name.
As will I. And she runs off to the back. A little bit later, she comes back. Following behind her is a older black man, kind of a little bit salt and pepper through his hair and gray at the temples. Oh, and wearing glasses.
Okay. You must be Mr. Klein or Dr. Klein. Sorry.
Yes. And you are
Ichitio Luna. You can call me Gil if you'd like.
Well, Gil, what can I do for you? Please step back to my office.
I kind of want to see how things work here. Kind of want to get a tour of the facilities before I make my decision. But like I said, I've made a little too much, so I'm looking for a bit of a tax break.
Oh, I understand. Now we're in the process of shutting down for the night, but I can take you through the facilities right quick.
Yes, of course.
It's not a large building.
Yeah, Egidio is looking to swipe a blood bag.
You'll get a text for Iola saying, "Is there any way you can bring me something from McDonald's? I'm a little broke."
She doesn't know why she suddenly texted that to GDO. If it was just a feeling she had.
Yes.
Feed me, Seymour.
It's just that gif.
I mean, to be fair,
yeah.
that's probably the.
It'll be the gift she does send. Feed me, Seymour.
That's probably the most like masquerade breaking text you could have sent.
I'm broke. Get me food.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm broke. Feed me.
But yeah, we'll continue.
Okay, so Dr. Klein takes you through to a couple of rooms they have where they can take donations there. He tells you they've got the blood buses. I forget exactly what they call those around here.
Where do you keep storage?
Oh, it's back over this way. And he takes you back.
This is where he steals the fucking thing. Just like, soup.
Well, now they're locked in cabinets or refrigerated.
And while he's here, he's looking for like if there's an alternate entrance, if there's like as he's walking, like
you clock the fire exits. There's a couple of fire exits. There's a side door that
security system
probably goes out in like the employee. Probably not an employee parking lot, but probably the part of the parking lot the employees usually park in.
Sure.
Off to kind of the side of the building.
So it's like an entrance they can come in from the back or something.
Or to the side,
okay. Yeah.
And yeah, you do spot a few cameras here and there.
Yeah.
Not a ton of them, but it's got security.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. This is a very nice establishment.
We're pretty proud of it.
I'll tell you what. Let me take this information to my people, and we'll try to get something sorted. I'm like I said, I'm new in town. I want to try to like help out where I can, and I know the donations here will be super helpful. Especially with COVID going around, got to make sure everyone's got ample supplies of blood where needed.
Yeah, he's a little concerned about how that's going to affect once it really gets to the U.S. I mean,
Yeah,
it's already picking up. It's like some of the major ports and stuff.
It's only a matter of time, unfortunately. I think people don't want to. Well, you remember what happened with like swine flu. That was big where I'm from.
Not sure that was as big up here.
No.
And he smoozes some.
Schmoozes, yeah.
Chit chats with you a little bit.
Yeah, I'll make a donation that way, but it's in my domain, so. I think Echidio will eventually make a donation that way. If you'll allow, I'll take one of my dots of resource and put it into Leanne for the domain.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay.
And you have at least a little bit of an in here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just come by and ask the old man for
give me some blood. So the coterie has. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And there's none laying out where you can actually steal any.
Sure.
Unless you want to try to pick his pocket for the keys or something.
Maybe later. Maybe at another what do you call it? Another time. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right, Walter, what do you do when you wake up?
Well, unfortunately, the bugger gets a little hungrier, but he's at 3, so he's okay. But he's going to hunt. But for the most part, he would start off like normal. He would check to see if there's anything useful in the news, web feed, news articles, see whatever interesting is going on in good old Decatur.
Oh, poking around, you find, the usual kind of news stuff. A little bit of gang violence here. There is an article about somebody walking into a local bar and, assaulting assaulting a bartender. The article does not make a big deal about it. It's just, it's just a thing that happened. It mentions that the bartender was taken to the hospital and, released later that night to go home,
Couldn't have been that bad.
Mild concussion, or at worst.
Walter reaches out to his buddy Nos and checks in on him like, "Hey man, you need any help down in the basement this week, today, or is everything taken care of?" Trying to see if the local Nosses could use a hand in any other containment or fixing up of the sewage or their possible havens down underground.
Now, most of them have managed to find somewhere, if they got flooded out, they've managed to find somewhere else.
He tell him, okay, if work becomes too much, you can always crash at my place.
That's really generous.
He responds back, I would like to see you as a friend, and hopefully in time you see me as one. But until then, hopefully everything goes well.
Oh, well, thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
And
Oh,
we
he's
have a
not.
herd.
He's not going to live very long here at all. You know, what was that?
We do have a herd, don't we?
The herd hasn't the herd hasn't refreshed yet. It's only been
Yeah.
it's only been a week.
We do
Or it
have
hasn't been a week yet.
we do have a herd, but the herd was tapped.
Like the night
last
before.
night.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Still trying to remember the rules. Then yes, he will go snooping around an apartment when time becomes right for people to be snoozing,
Okay.
or get someone like our local sock puppet who turns pumpkin early.
All right, give me a roll.
Right. Give me a rough reminder.
Sandman is stealth and dexterity.
Yes, and
Yep,
I have
stealth and dex.
I have break-in as a thing, so I think I get a bonus die.
You get one extra die, yeah.
Okay, so that was dexterity. Add a 1. Yes. 4, and one of those is a crit.
Yeah,
Not on the hunger dice.
Yeah, and it's only 110. You have to have 2 for it to trigger the crit. But still, you know, it's a decent roll. Oh, you don't have anything you can re-roll though.
Yeah.
No. So I have what I have.
All right, and we said y'all were needing a 5.
I believe so.
If we're hunting in our domain, yes.
What if I go tap an apartment complex that just happens to be outside? Does it go up or down?
That becomes
Depends
harder.
on
Then.
which one. Yeah.
Becomes harder? Okay. Well, crap. Okay. Well, I guess Walter goes a bit hungry tonight.
It'll be fine. I'm sure nothing's going to come up. Kyle.
Texas GDO, can you pick me up some Mickey D's too?
Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding, by the way, but that'd be fantastic. Just GDO becomes our blood supply.
Good grief. Yeah, he's going hunting. He's going back to that slums area,
Okay.
and he wants to see if he can find that same guy that he tapped for that potence residence. Did I copy his name down? Kyle did take a screenshot of his ID, so he knows the dude's name and what he looks like.
And his address.
Yes, he does. Empire relationship map? Did I put it in here? Maybe.
I don't know, man. Did you?
That's what I'm trying to get it to load so I can see.
I don't believe I got his name.
I did not. Yeah, I don't think we gave him a name.
I may not have. But yeah, you can go pull up to his or drive over to his house.
For right now, he's hungry enough. He's not going to be picky, but he's going to see if he can kind of like sniff out his blood resonance, since it's a particularly acute. Well, no, it's not acute. It's an intense caloric type.
All right, we'll give you a hunting roll.
Sure. I think you said here it's a 2 for me, since it's a slums area.
The trade-off is that a venture could never.
Yeah.
Yeah, slum neighborhoods are a difficulty too.
Mm-hmm. 4, 6, so 8 dice. 6, 7, 8.
There's the A somewhere.
That's 3 successes.
Okay. Not enough that I'm going to say that you.
Find him in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Now,
I say,
if you-
he's not being terribly picky because he's so damn hungry right now.
All right. How much are you taking from them?
He's gonna slate. Well, I will let you know once I bite and we do the roll to see what kind he is.
All right. Resonances. Now I know there's a table for resonances.
Yeah, there is.
Random, temperament, and resonance. That's the one.
Yeah, because specifically because Kyle does have the Bloodhound. Merit, I think. It's either merit or advantage, one of the two. He can sniff out specific resonances that he's hunting for. So I don't roll on the random. It's just I pick which one he's hunting for.
Okay. Which one is he hunting for?
Let me double check. Come on.
Which discipline are you looking for?
Trying to remember which one was potent. I think that was caloric.
Caloric.
Was caloric, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's the one he's hunting for.
It's in the Roll20 cheat sheet for resonance.
Ew! Well, that makes my life much easier than having Adobe go at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Adobe's still gonna at you.
Caloric. Okay. So, if this guy has an acute resonance, Kyle will drain him. If he does not, then he's gonna slake 2 hunger.
All right.
If it's what Kyle wants, he's dead. If
All
not,
right.
he can live.
So on a
Yeah.
9 or a 10, it is acute. I think.
No, 9 or a 10, it's intense, and then roll again. And if it's another 9 or a 10, then it's acute.
Okay, I got you.
And
I was looking too far down on the list.
Yeah,
All right.
and that's where you can get the Desecratas. Do you want me to roll for it or you?
I roll.
Okay.
I got a 4.
Okay, so it's I think that's well balanced.
Yeah, I don't think you get anything off of that one.
Yeah, I mean you don't get anything anyway unless it's intense or acute.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Get a hamburger.
So in that case, yeah, he's just gonna slake 2 hunger.
Okay. So knock your hunger down by 2.
Yep. And then he will continue on his way.
All right. Emma.
She's gonna go to the firearms shop and see about purchasing just a small pistol. Just something inconspicuous.
Okay.
She's like, I'm in food delivery. I just, she kind of like motions to herself. Just a little extra protection.
All right. Just double checking, and yes, Alabama has no law imposing a waiting period prior to the purchase
Big
of
carry,
firearm.
baby.
Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Now they do run a background check that usually takes about 10 minutes. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
and she's young enough that it comes up with no problem.
yeah, it just comes up with her actual background.
Yeah.
What are your resources?
Blah, blah, blah. 2.
Okay, that shouldn't be any difficulty then. So yeah, he just recommends just your basic kind of 9mm. He shows you a particular model. That's a little bit smaller. Figuring that would fit your hand better.
Okay, she'll get just basic gun, some basic ammo, and holster for it. Something that she can easily hide under a jacket.
So one of those underarm
Yeah.
holsters, not a okay.
Yeah, she's not going to be having it like out on her hip.
Now, as of 2020, or in 2020, Alabama is open carry, so you don't have to conceal it. If you conceal it, you have to have a concealed carry permit. You don't anymore, but in 2020 you did.
And she'll get whatever would be compliant with that.
Okay. They can help you start the paperwork on that.
Yeah. And she'll go to an evening class at some point.
Yeah.
Then while she's driving around, she will look up 9mm incendiary rounds, which I did Google, and they do exist. And she's going to order some of those.
Okay. I wonder if that's the kind of thing that would put you on a list.
Pulling it for sure.
Oh, probably.
But as writers, we're already on a list or something.
Mm-hmm.
D&D, how quick does someone bleed out when injured here?
Yeah.
Do pigs really eat all of the body?
You know the NSA guys are like, oh, well, we may have one. And the old experienced guys will look over there. How many references are there to D&D in their searches?
D&D or writing?
Yeah.
How many
there's a lot. Yeah, don't worry about it.
How many just single words do they have in there to just check the spelling?
They're just a fucking nerd.
Yeah. This was done at 3 in the morning. Yeah, they went down a rabbit hole. They couldn't sleep.
That's a mood. Let's
Quick,
be
someone
real.
do math.
All right, so after you get your gun, what is Emma up to?
The pick me up McDonald's was not in the group chat. It was just specifically to Egidio.
Oh, she would have messaged everybody.
Oh, okay.
Pick me up some
Somebody get me
McDonald's.
food!
I am broke and hungry. I'm starving.
Oh, Walter would have said the same thing. Like, man, can I double up on that too? Like, I'll pay when I'm good. Granted, Walter's got resource too, so I mean, he has a little bit of spending money, but it's just like, man, I'm a broke bitch.
And it's like, I don't have the intelligence or the streetwise to do, like, go out here and buy Capri Suns like Egidio does. And she's just gonna be like, yeah, no, I wish I could, but I'm busy tonight.
I think in the group chat, Egidio messages as like, "Hey, Emma, have you swung by the bar yet?"
Immediate concern.
Kai.
Why?
Asking.
Would Kyle have gotten a text from the employees of, hey, there's a box here that's with the chick that hangs around here's name on it?
No, they're gleefully waiting for him to show up at the bar.
Facts.
So hey, the chick that carried your guitar home, she's got a package. So you're like letting her get her mail here? Wow.
There's not a hole big enough for Emma to like drop into.
Then when Egidio's done with his business at the Blood Center, he'll head to the bar, actually.
Okay.
In the corner with popcorn.
Yep.
Yeah, eventually Kyle will show up having snacked.
And sure enough, that's pretty much how they respond when you get there. Hey, that chick that carried your guitar home for you. Yeah, she's got this package. Jeremy, describe this package.
It's decently heavy. It's not like it feels like there's something metal in it, because there is. And it is specifically addressed to Emma Hawthorne. I'm glad that none of them thought to go into it.
How did
but
last name?
I think with I think with what is your streetwise at, Kyle?
My streetwise is 3.
It's a gun.
Fair.
Do you know the weight? You know the distribution of one in a box.
Well, thanks for receiving the package, guys.
It's gonna come out.
They're sensible. They left the clip on the outside of the gun, not on the inside.
Well, yeah, they have to for shipping. I don't even know if you can ship that to a private residence.
It wasn't through legal means.
Say less.
Say more.
I can't say more. They will put me on a list.
I know. but where?
For legal
For
reasons,
legal reasons,
this is
that was a
all
joke.
fictional.
Oh yes, definitely a joke. We're just streaming, guys. We go
That
down
sounds
rabbit
even
holes
more-
all the time.
Now we're sounding even more suspicious by
Yep.
trying to not be suspicious.
But yeah, you definitely know the weight and feel of a gun in a box.
Mm-hmm.
My gun in a box.
It's a gun in a box.
It's yep.
Yeah, she'll. After if Egidio does send that, hey, have you been to the bar? She's gonna be like,
Does Emma
I'm
go to
on
the
my
bar?
way.
All right, then not too long after Kyle gets there, Emma, you walk in,
Videos just.
and
faking
several of the
popcorn.
employees like, "Hi, Emma."
Oh, that's
Miss
great.
Hawthorne.
No, they don't get that formal.
Wait, does Egidio say Miss Hawthorne?
No,
Damn.
Egidio is fake eating popcorn in the background.
You can see that.
Kyle's in the back. He's got a package for you, and then there's some giggling.
Oh my. oh.
If the dead could blush.
Well, they
Um,
can. They can, but it
They
involves a
can.
rouse check.
Yeah. If she could actually blush without like having to do a rouse check. Just like head down, walking very fast with purpose.
Because that totally deflects their suspicions.
In the back corner, Judio's eating popcorn while Walter's just sitting there with a large container for them to both eat out of.
What is going on?
When
The
I
video said I have to show up at the bar.
When I did this, I had resources 3, and so I purchased a heavy pistol, so it's +3. And it is there's a note inside of it. The note says para la conejita, which is for the little rabbit.
She doesn't know enough Spanish, but she is going to Google Translate it and then be like,
And then underneath that it says, "Please learn to shoot."
That sounds like a GDO's offering to help. Hold still.
Basically.
target practice. She's like, I know how to shoot. I just don't typically.
And because I had resources 3 at the time, there is a clip of incendiary rounds.
Out of my head.
So this is probably like a 45 or something.
It's quite a heavy pistol.
He said heavy pistol, so it ain't no 9mm.
Good thing she's a vampire, because otherwise this would knock her on her ass.
Yeah.
Well, actually, without potence, it might anyway.
Fair.
Though now I'm picturing the guns from Helsing.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Oh boy, the big,
Oh
large one.
lord.
I mean,
Hey.
if we're gonna do that, we might as well get her Sarah's Victoria's gun, right? Everybody loves us a good sniper rifle, 50 cal.
Jesus.
Just give me a sawed-off shotgun and be done with it.
Assault offs are
That
not
ain't shit.
not legal in Alabama.
Neither is anything we do.
Fair.
Finger.
I have a feeling. I know who sent this.
That tonight's gonna be a good night.
I got a feeling.
And tonight's gonna be a bad night.
All right, so that's 3 of you at the bar.
Or I think Walter said he was there.
Oh, is Walter already at the bar?
Yeah, eating popcorn, I think, with a Gidio.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, well, Julia would be able to see Walter. Just look over and just see a silhouette from Sense the Unseen. I know he's got to activate it, but still, in my head.
Yeah.
Just like
All right, so Iola, do you eventually head over to the bar in hope that somebody's picked up some McDonald's for you?
Yes.
All right. And does Iola have a car?
No.
All right, so she's hoofing it.
Yep.
But you don't live freakishly far away, so.
Yeah.
Good blocks out.
So you come down, we'll say Cedar Street to the Beltline. Far enough down that not right on the border to the Cam territory. And while you're crossing the Beltline, basically, the main road there.
Mhm.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, it's kind of a da-da-da moment. Somebody tries to grab you from behind.
Oh. Oh.
So let's see here. I've got grappling pulled up. It is Strength Brawl. Otherwise restrain a foe. So they're not trying to damage you, they're trying to grapple you.
Okay.
So this is Strength Brawl versus Strength Brawl.
I don't have much strength though.
Well, that's a shame.
But I can add
That's
modifiers, right?
What's that now?
I could add modifier. Like I use a willpower, right?
You can make a rouse check to increase an attribute.
Yeah.
And you increase it by 2 at y'all's rank, I think. Or y'all's age.
I am even more hungry. Yay!
After the errata, our blood surge is 2 dice.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
How hungry are you now?
4 hunger.
Oof.
But even I still can use the right.
Yeah, you still get it.
Yeah.
Get it, just at what cost?
I
Yeah,
got a
just-
10. 2 successes and one of them's a 10.
All right,
And
so you got 2 successes versus.
And I'm thinking of you actually using a willpower to reroll 2.
I'm gonna reroll 1.
Oh yeah, reroll 1.
Yeah, you can't reroll any of the hunger dice. But...
Yeah, I'll reroll 1.
Okay. Check off a willpower. Give me a D10 roll. Or
Yeah, 1d10, right?
Yep.
yes.
Ah, wrong one. Forgot to think in front of it. That's 2
now it's a crit.
10s! 2 crit!
All right, so
That's
5
3
successes.
successes and 2 of them are crits.
so that becomes a 5. That becomes 5 successes.
Yes.
So you have a 5. My guy is going to burn a willpower to re-roll the 1 dice of his that was not a success. All right, so that gives him successes on every dice. a critical on his hunger dice. However, none of the other dice are critical, so it does not trigger a messy critical. So he has a total of 6.
Oof. You almost got there.
Now, let's see. If the grappler wins, they can choose the following options. Damage the foe based on the margin of their successes as a normal attack. Bite the foe of a vampire for 2 aggravated damage. Hold them in place. If the grappled combatant wins, so it would have been you, then you escape and can move freely.
But I did
So-
not win?
No, he got
You
6.
did not win.
Oh, he got 6.
Yes.
Wait, I thought he only had 1 dice.
No, he was burning a willpower to re-roll the 1 dice that he did not have a
Oh.
success on.
Damn, okay.
Honestly, I was hoping for a critical to trigger that messy critical.
This fucking kills you.
That's fine. I'll roll up a gangrel. That's fine. That's my backup character anyway.
Well, it wouldn't have been an instant death. It would just been him feeding on you in the middle of the in the medium in the middle of the
In
biggest
middle of
busiest
the
street.
road.
It's what we call a masquerade breach.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In contested territory, even.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Nothing bad could happen. All right, so he's just holding you right now. Oh, and he stinks.
Aggressive bear hug.
Ah, the nos. Wait. Would I have noticed him? Because I keep active, sense the unseen.
Did
You
you
have to
say you
s-
activated
You have to
it,
say you
though?
activate it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
Yeah,
what
that,
it
that is
did,
not
but
something
you-
that's just own all the time.
Okay. Damn, I forgot to say it.
But the smell would be a legitimate question. But you've noticed the smell.
No, he
Yeah.
moved up it. He
Okay.
moved up at more than normal
Okay,
human
okay.
speeds.
Cuckoo.
So what are you doing, Iola?
How close am I to people?
There's people driving by on the road.
No, but like anybody around close enough?
You were crossing the road, and he caught you in the medium.
So how am I grappled?
He came up behind you and kind of bear hugged you.
Bear hugged me, so I'm gonna take my head and smash it to the back of his face.
All right. This is still grappling checks.
Mm-hmm.
So strength versus. Let's see, and the blood surge thing, that's good for the scene.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, it's going to be the same die roll.
Roll.
Make sure you press 2 in the when it asks you for bonus dice.
Yes, 2.
Boy, his hunger dice just keeps trying to critical.
I got a 10 in my hunger dice.
Yeah, no. You got 2 successes.
All right, so he got 3 successes.
No, I'm gonna burn another willpower and roll.
Okay.
How much willpower do you have left?
Well, if I get them every time we start session,
Fair enough.
I got back the 2 I burned last session. Now that's a 5. I don't know if that
It's not.
passes or fails, no?
No, you'd have a 6 or higher if you're using regular
Okay.
dice.
Well, I got 110 that's in my hunger dice. I don't know if that counts for anything.
10s don't count for anything unless you have 2 of them.
Ah, okay.
All right, so he beat you by 1.
Every fucking time so far by the looks of it. Oh, I gotta put something in my strength. Wait. Probably do next.
So what he's doing this time, rather than holding you in place, he's starting to kind of drag you backwards.
And when he tries, I will scream bloody murder.
And you notice a couple of vehicles kind of slow down, you know. I mean, it's like they're zipping by at full speed, so they're going 45, 50 miles an hour. And then it's kind of as they pass you, you see brake lights kick on as they start slowing down, like, what did I just see?
And I will keep on screaming bloody murder. Because he's holding me. He's not covering my mouth.
No. He's just got you in a bear hug and he's dragging you backwards.
Yep.
You start to hear some people kind of yell off to the side.
Oh, you fucking bitch!
This isn't close enough to the bar where anyone in the bar could see brake lights.
No. They'd either be coming to a stop or having, actually, pulled off or turned or something before.
Yep.
Map. Well, if you're looking at the map, it's like around here.
Okay.
Basically, just as she was crossing that road. So as you're kind of struggling and he's kind of pulling you back, you manage to get kind of a half a glance behind you. 15, 20 feet back, there is, of course, a storm drain entrance. And your best guess, that's probably what he's trying to drag you to.
What does it take to bite?
Strength and brawl.
Strength and brawl still? Okay, hold on. My
Yep.
mother's calling me. Give me 1 second.
Oh, no problem. While she's gone, while they're gone, we'll cut back to the bar then.
Mm-hmm. Kyle just.
So Emma has just pulled out a bigger gun than the one she bought out of this box.
Probably the size of her forearm.
I just got it, and she pulls out the little piddly gun.
Well, one's easier to conceal, at least for someone of your size.
She puts it back in the box because it's more concealed in a box.
Uh-huh.
I'll figure out. I'm gonna punch him. Also, you need to just tell your employees that we're cousins or something, so they stop thinking whatever they're thinking.
No.
No, why not?
It amuses me.
Grabs the box, walks out, goes directly to where Egidio's sitting. Why did you send it to the bar?
Where you live?
Yes, but you know where you live. You could have sent it there and just...
This is much funnier.
About this time, you hear one of the bartenders. What's in the box? What's in the box? But if you glance over, you can't tell which one did it because they're both very studiously going about their jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done that before in retail.
She just kind of ignores. How illegal is this?
Technically, carrying it isn't illegal. The way I obtained it, not so much.
How illegal is this? Yes.
Possession of it isn't going to arouse suspicion.
Okay.
The lack of it being registered, though.
You look where the serial number is. It's just scratched off.
Oh yeah, that's not going to get her in trouble at all.
Save it for a rainy day.
I have a feeling it's going to be storming soon, so...
Kyle follows him over.
Thank you,
No
but...
telling what kind of filth gets washed away into sewers.
Oh, I know what kind of filth gets washed into the sewers. I saw them yesterday.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was
Talk about
segueing
Walter
with
like
that.
When I was out CSIing the CSI guy.
Right. That's kind of where I was segueing with that. What the hell did you see?
Not look around. Not much. Just some suspiciously glowing eyes.
So you're stalker again.
Not my stalker.
Really large rat in the sewer.
Really large rat in the sewer, yeah. Somewhere, point to the mall. Over there where the storm trains are.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of probably the type of person who likes to look at their handiwork if I had to give a professional opinion on this, which I have.
Hmm.
Did you happen to see any ROUSs on the way over here?
ROUS.
Rodents of unusual size.
Oh. No. No, actually. Interesting. But no, I didn't see anybody on the way. Wasn't actively looking because I figured they weren't going to look in the same spot twice. Especially since we made eye contact.
Honestly, if they were here for, and she looks over at Kyle, if they were here for you, I'm surprised they haven't come back. Or did it
Yeah.
come back last night after everyone else had left?
I was here most of the night. They didn't. Anyway, let's go back to my office.
Okay, I'm just going to. All right.
Anyone heard from Iola? I know she said she needed someone to pick her up some McDonald's.
Yeah, I was gonna get her something, but I forgot.
I was busy.
Hopefully she's okay.
It's just a conversation they hear on the way to the office.
Yeah, as they get back, Kyle will hold the door open for a little while longer. I'm just kind of figuring Walter's going to show up eventually.
The 10 count for Walter.
Pretty much, yeah, it's the 10 count for Walter.
You have to let the nos in. It's only polite.
Yeah, but then sometimes you open the door for him and he steps like he wanted to go out, then he steps back like he doesn't want to go out.
Yeah.
Like a cat.
Is Walter part cat?
You're closer to part cat than he is.
Granted, Walter could probably talk to cats or some other type of animal. If the need arose.
Animalism and then like a pack of feral cats.
Only it turns out that's his herd.
Oh.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, tasty kitty. Vampires are monsters.
They
Truly
are.
monsters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are. They're monsters.
Sleepy kitty, tasty kitty, purr purr purr.
No, it's yum yum yum.
Nom nom. Okay, so why are we back here?
Why are we back here? It's a good question.
Where'd you get that?
For legal reasons, I cannot say. And I look at the very open door.
He'll close the door before he asks. Considering Walter was there.
You have contacts? I have contacts. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
It's fine. I'll just bring it out like a special Sunday church dress, only for certain occasions.
You don't have to use everything you have all of the time.
Yeah, but I don't really have much else. I'm waiting for my own incendiary rounds to come in.
Oh no, you have 2 sets.
I do. I can just come out firing like some video game character. It'll be fantastic. Anyways, why are we back here?
Has anybody heard from Iola?
She's a Malkavian. We can go weeks without hearing from her.
We have gone weeks without hearing from her.
We have gone weeks without hearing from her.
That's fair.
Yeah. The last you'd heard from her was the text asking somebody to pick her up some McDonald's because she was hungry.
Maybe she's getting her own McDonald's. I mean, she's resourceful. She's an adult.
It's fair.
So, weather's nice, huh?
Uh, Did you find anything on your security about the visitor?
Other than a potential masquerade breach, not really.
Ooh, I like watching those.
And being part of them?
Yeah. No.
Okay, so you play the video of the incident.
Yeah.
While that's happening, Kyle, you get a text from the denumerator.
Uh-huh.
Dave. I don't know why I have trouble remembering his simple name.
Because it's got to be something unpronounceable.
That's true. I guess
No,
I'm
that's
just expecting
Jeremy's
it.
job.
My name is rooted in Mexican names. Look it up.
It's a lot, and it's also a lot more pronounceable than their last couple character names.
Yes. They didn't screw me this time. In fact, I pretty well can pronounce everybody's name this go round.
All right, folks, new goal next game. Everyone.
You get the one reprieve.
Mm-hmm. Before we just make your life miserable next year.
Next
Person
year,
one,
next year,
2, 3,
next year it's a
4.
fantasy game. Everybody takes like names out of the made up elven dwarven languages.
Just gonna go full Sindarin.
But
Yeah.
yeah. But to be fair, last year you basically just resigned yourself to just calling me captain.
I got it eventually.
At the
The
end.
last session.
Anyways, the text from
The
Dave.
text bit.
Yes.
Get out of my head.
All right. Dave sends you a text. Hey, I heard there was some trouble at the bar. I hope it wasn't anything big. If you need any assistance, let me know. You might want to think about getting a security guy. Like me. I mean, not me. I've got a job, but somebody like me.
What are your rates, Dave? We got resources here.
And as you translate that out of masquerade safe speak, Dave is essentially what they call a sweeper.
Yeah.
That's the most general term for it. So he's clearly suggesting that you get somebody as a sweeper.
Yeah.
Maybe those guys that tried to move in on the territory. Maybe they want a job.
Put their money where their mouth is.
Yeah, we did say if you want to be part of this, protect it. Maybe they'll swing back by.
Besides, enemy of my enemy and all that.
We'll see.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how sincere they were about just wanting the best for the domain.
Yeah.
Sure,
Versus, hey, they're big guns down. We can take this place.
Suddenly the big guns back up and completely healed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we may not go by that bar for a few months. Let him calm down. All right.
The big gun might be angry.
Well, right now he may be hangry. Oh no, he's the one that fed. Never mind. Everybody else is getting a
He's
little
the
hangry.
only one that
He's
fed.
the only one that doesn't need
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah, he had plenty of McDonald's. He got that double cheeseburger combo meal. Which incidentally is what I get from McDonald's.
Ice cream machine was not broken.
The ice cream machine was in fact not broken. You're okay.
All right, Rappy, are we ready?
I think they said they were still on the phone with their
Oh,
mom, but
I'm
they
sorry.
can roll.
Yeah.
But they
I'm
can
sorry.
roll if you need to.
I don't have my Discord up, so I didn't catch it. All right, but if you can roll, then roll the strength brawl again. Remember, you've still got the blood surge going.
say while that's happening, Kyle will return a text to the Denumerator and say, "Yeah, just another troublemaker, though. Might have something that you need to be aware of if you want to swing by later."
All right. My guy got 2. You also got 2.
Ties go to the player.
Yes, they do. All right, so you managed to slip out of his grip, and there's like dried, flaky stuff that's rubbed off.
Ugh. That's rough.
You turn around. You get you're looking him in the eye. Clearly a Nos. His disfigurements are unusually large eyes. I mean, not like full-on anime character, but noticeably weirdly large eyes. Not quite the same size. Very narrow chin, and his fangs kind of grow down, almost grow together. Gives him a very rodent-like appearance.
With that, I run.
All right. You take off. He yells after you to get back here. You got his people killed. He's going to get answers. He too has celerity.
Cue yakety sax.
Now, before you use celerity, people in their cars are stopping. Up ahead of you, one guy's actually stepped out of his car. Are you going to use celerity?
No.
Alright. Running away is still an option, however. Not going to breach the masquerade. Alright. I understand. In that case, do they have specific chase rules? Or am I just going to ad-lib?
It's one of those things where it's like, yes, but in this one very specific part of this book.
Luckily, I'm
An
word
area
searching. All right.
Not at all assigned.
All right. Stamina athletics is the example I'm giving here. So roll me a stamina athletics. And his stamina is lower than his strength, so.
You don't get a +2 on it because you blood surged onto your strength. So, and you can only blood surge once 15.
He only got 1 success.
Okay. That was worrisome for a sec there.
Yeah,
Oh,
you hovered over 2 real quick.
I got excited. Alright, so it's 3
You're all
successes,
good, man.
all on your hunger dice. One of them's a 10. Oh, what I would have done.
Only one of them.
What I would have done for the other one to be in a 10.
Carjack the guy in front. It's like, commandeering.
Oh no, it would have been simpler than that. Iola would have used celerity after all. Right in front of half a dozen people, just pew. Yeah. So yeah, you outdistance him. The guy that got out of his car is kind of like motioning you over here. But so yeah, the NOS chases after you. You get up closer to where a couple of cars have stopped. And just for giggles, I'm gonna give him a wits roll to see if he realizes how bad he's about to mess up. Okay. He clocks that there's an increasing number of kind popping up. So about the time you'd be that Iola would be reaching the cars that have pulled over, he stops chasing, turns around, and heads back. And sure enough, slides into the storm drain. The driver steps over to Iola. Are you okay, ma'am? You know what? Since you can't talk at the moment,
Please hold. She is responding to you in the.
Oh, I see now. Yeah.
20.
Yeah, that's gonna be awkward for a long conversation scene.
Some crazy homeless guy tried to kidnap me.
Yeah, they saw. But you know, a couple more people got out, and and yeah, you tell them what you think happened, and they say, oh yeah, they saw him run, jump back in the storm drain. Them things have been overflowing with sewage. Ew. But they ask you if you're all right. They ask you if they need to call the police. One guy and his girlfriend, ask you if they can, they can take you somewhere, drive you wherever it was you were going.
Sure, can I also get a bite on the way?
Seems like an ungrateful way to treat people that were trying to help you.
Can they help you with anything?
Yeah, at the bar.
All right, give me a manipulation. Sorry, I'm blanking on the skills. Persuasion.
There's your messy critical.
She hungry.
Okay, so messy critical. Here's what happens. It's not going to be good for you. You convince them, hey, that you're all right, that you don't need to that they don't need to involve the police, but can you drop me off, at my friend at the bar my friend owns, and it's just right down the road, so not a problem there. And so as they drive down, they turn. You're kind of driving past the mall, to get to one of the mall entrances. And about the time he pulls into the mall, into the mall parking lot, I'm trying to think how this would go down. Well, it's got to be messy. Yeah, your hunger gets the better of you. and you just clamp onto the girlfriend's throat. He freaks out. He's trying to fight you off while he's driving. Give me a strength brawl, I guess.
Was it enough to slake any hunger?
Oh, it probably will be.
Oh, I see. Yes. In this case, you do still have the +2.
Yes, because you're using strength, and this is the same thing. All right, you definitely overpower the
Just holding him with one hand.
The two of them.
fighting with the other.
Well, this is also the girlfriend struggling, but yeah. Make a drive roll for the guy. All right, he maintains enough control not to wreck, though the car is swerving. Now with feeding, actually draining somebody takes an entire scene, I think. Though you are not being delicate with this bite, so she has taken 2 aggravated. And let's see, what is the average mortal's health track? That'd be a nice thing to be in the
Probably not.
Never mind.
They
I'll
were in
use
an office.
Who what?
She was
They asked
at-
if they asked if we saw a swerving car in the mall parking lot.
No, this would be you're coming. Iola's coming in the south, and then y'all are kind of over to the side here.
Yep.
Also
So someone from the bar could potentially see this. And I'm just going to use the simple antagonist thing, which is so there's just a set difficulties. Instead of rolling for me anymore. So the difficulty was 2. You got a 3. The guy whips. The car swerves. He kind of pulls over, comes to a stop.
And back to talking.
Excellent. Family members always have just impeccable timing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
And my mother is the type to stay on the phone for hours.
Hispanic mom moment.
And we won't speak.
Oh yeah, no, like that. She'll just sit on the line. It's just like, ma'am, if you have nothing to say, please hang up.
Hispanic mom moment.
Yes.
I got a buddy that used to do that. like would call up and be watching TV, and just periodic conversation, then long moments of silence.
Just wanted to watch TV with a friend.
I guess I don't know.
Now, what's sad is my family is 100% the opposite. If you have nothing to say, we get off the phone hella fast.
I don't
It's just like,
particularly. I don't particularly like being on the phone. I mean, talking to a buddy or something is fine. And I'm certain I get that from my mother because she's the same way. Even when we're talking to each other on the phone, it's not long, drawn out conversations generally.
Text.
No. My mother will just sit on the phone for hours on end. Doesn't matter who she's really talking to.
I can
She's not even speaking. But I'm back.
All right. So yeah, you're feeding on the girlfriend. How much are you wanting to feed? I mean, this is clearly going to be masquerade breaching as far as these 2 people are concerned. You have enhanced your strength, so they don't have much of a chance against you. He's managed to pull kind of off that perimeter road and into not into a parking place, but into like the lane between parking places.
And I have compel. I don't have cloud mind, so I can't make them forget this.
So yeah,
What I'm hearing is 2 people die tonight.
The girlfriend is screaming. The guy is trying to fight you off.
And they're just gonna have to die tonight, unfortunately.
Oh man.
All right. So
We're invoking our first stain.
There's like, but is it a stain really?
It
Because
is stain.
Mm-hmm.
You're
don't know.
killing an innocent victim.
Who tried to help you.
6. I got 6 humanity. So.
It's not an automatic loss of humanity. You roll for it later.
Yeah.
No, I'm just wondering because I know me and Eric were talking about it the other day. Depending on the humanity you have, does it really affect you? If I have 6 humanity, I thought I had 5.
Yeah, 6 is pretty high. And like I said, there's the added bonus. It's not just, oh, these are two random folks. These are two random folk that stopped to help you. They may have saved your undead existence.
See, and that's the thing, is like, she knows she cannot. Unless she can compel them to forget.
And also, this whole thing came about by your loss of control, which is going to weigh on you.
Mm-hmm.
Then a short sentence to be obeyed to the letter. I mean, I have compel. Can I compel them to forget?
Don't think I will look it up, but I don't think that's what that one does.
No, I know it doesn't, but it says vampire can issue a single action command, no longer than a short sentence, to be obeyed to the letter.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it doesn't work.
What you're wanting is cloud memory.
Yeah, I know.
Now, you could compel them to be quiet.
Don't tell anybody.
Well, I don't know how long compel lasts.
It doesn't say.
It should at the end. It should.
If I remember correctly, it lasts until the command is completed.
Well,
a lot of them have indefinite.
Yeah, because the command kind of remains there until it's been completed.
Mm-hmm.
Duration, no more than a single scene.
There it is.
Dang.
Oh yeah, they will, unfortunately. Because if she lets them live, they're gonna tell everybody.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom.
Say, well, how hungry are you, Maeve?
Maeve?
Wrong
Wait,
person.
wrong person.
Wrong person.
But how hungry is Maeve?
Don't know. We'll see.
Maybe you will at some point. Anyway.
Oh no.
No.
All right. So give me a charisma. It's charisma plus dominate versus their intelligence versus resolve. Simple antagonist, so the difficulty is 2.
So charisma plus dominate.
Yes, it's your charisma plus dominate.
And how much of my hunger has gone down at this point?
You're using compel. Does compel?
It doesn't require.
Compel is the first level, so you're fine.
It's
No,
also
I'm just
not
wondering how many go into my normal dice versus hunger dice. Is that
Well, as
much
long
you
as you've
slip
got your hunger checked properly on the roller or on your sheet,
Yeah.
it should be.
Well, I
factoring that
didn't
in.
know.
Had she slaked any hunger?
That's
prior
what
to
I'm
this?
asking.
No, not yet. You've just bitten the lady, done the aggravated damage because this is you're going at it kind of animal-like.
You just lifted the microwave seal on the TV dinner.
Man, this is Christmas for Jason today.
Oh, I'm done.
I love it. You successfully compel the boyfriend. Sit still. He goes perfectly still while you sit there next to him tearing his girlfriend's throat out.
You're gonna be real. I didn't think Iola was gonna be the first person to get a stain.
Let's see here.
I kind of had. I had that in the. I knew it.
Yeah, you had some money on it.
Mm-hmm,
Had money. He's like, I bet the Malkavian's gonna be the first one to kill somebody
You
fully.
drain her dry while her boyfriend watches.
It's like a little apple doll.
Okay. So.
Oh, hey, you're at hunger 0 now.
And you have savaged her throat. There's no licking this wound closed.
Oh God.
So now you are just blood, just your chin is just red, all down the front of your shirt. There's blood splashed all over the inside. It's splashed on the boyfriend. It's splashed on the car. Well, a little SUV.
You got a car though now.
She's still got a dude sitting over here.
He ain't dead yet.
Yep.
And he's sitting there perfectly still. Tears are just rolling down his eyes. Or rolling down his cheeks, I should say. So, once she's completely drained, you kind of come to yourself. Let's see. You don't seem to have... You glance around, you don't seem to have drawn too much attention. You know, the vehicle swerved once or twice, but then once he whipped in here and just stopped, it's just been sitting here. There hasn't been a whole lot of fighting. It's not even like the vehicle was shaking a whole lot. But anyway, you're back in full control of your faculties now. You have a dead body in the passenger seat. You're sitting in the back seat. Dead body in the passenger seat. A man looking at you like you're a monster in the front seat.
You're not wrong.
No, he's not. He should have let that guy drag you into the storm drain. Now, there's a few options here. You could, of course, just kill him. You could feed him some of your blood.
And make him.
Though anarchs frown on some of that sort of thing.
Ghouling.
You could also feed the girlfriend some of your blood.
Oh,
That
she's
becomes a
not
full-on
dead
embrace at
yet?
that point.
It does. It absolutely does.
She would come back as a thin blood, though, I believe.
Depending on what.
Not necessarily.
Hang on.
There's also possibility of caitiff.
It's dependent upon generation.
Yeah, it depends on what is Iola's generation.
12.
You're 12.
13's, I don't think. I think 13's like the last full vampire. Because that was the baseline starting in the older game. So, what is Iola going to do? Now, you're also sitting here, you've got your cell phone. You could always, call for help.
Yeah, she's gonna call Egilio.
Oh boy. Uh-huh.
Egidio's gonna be thrilled about this.
Oh yeah.
A body?
See, she knows this.
Yep. I think she knows Egidio has I think she has sussed out his clan, even though he hasn't said it out loud. But by all means, she calls Egidio.
Gonna call him to meet her.
Mm-hmm.
In the car.
Just have my phone out in the middle of all the three of you, just like, okay, where's your car?
She'll tell him where they're parked at.
Okay. Do I hear anything weird in the background?
No.
Guys,
Okay. He'll...
Alright. So you step out of the bar, you look across the bar, oh yeah, way over there in that other corner of the
I'll be
parking lot.
back. No. Head out.
I didn't know she got a car. That's good. I won't have to be the only one driving us around.
So you walk over to this little SUV. You notice the blood splatter in the windows before you get there.
I see. I'll look up and see the closest camera from where I am.
There's probably there's sure to be one attached to the outside of the mall somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be one of those way pulled back, watching the entire parking lot. It's at night. You're not too worried about them having picked up anything.
Cool. All right.
But you've got the lady's body, you've got Iola, and then you've got the driver that's just sitting there, clearly aware of what's going on around him, but not moving.
Unable to do anything, yeah. Alrighty. And you watch as his whole demeanor changes. He's like, oh. Alrighty, what do we got? It's like he's investigating a crime scene.
So whoever you guys decided to fight, they decided they wanted to kidnap me.
Who's that?
Whoever you guys fought while I wasn't with you.
That's not a guy.
He said we killed his people.
That person at the driver's side.
Oh, they helped me. They were going to bring me to you guys, but I was really hungry.
Ah, that's rather fucked up. Okay. Let's see what we can do here.
We can embrace his
What do you want?
girlfriend and ghoul him, or get rid of them?
That's up to you. This is what do they call it? Anarch Free State? That's up to you. I will help you, whatever you decide, but clock's ticking. He's starting to twitch a little bit.
It would be better to kill them all. We won't break any breach. I'm just gonna probably need help hiding the bodies.
Then do as you will, and I will come back later.
I'm not hungry anymore.
You don't have to be hungry to do that.
But we need to figure out where to move this stuff now.
Oh, I already have an idea. You're fine. And
Okay.
he'll...
You have friends who are hungry?
I cannot feed. I will terrorize this person. And, I mean, truthfully, he's already terrorized, but he would straight up move. Or make a noise. So, yeah, those are your options. You can just murder him, make a goal, or embrace. And if you're choosing the first option, then I will help you when I have to go get stuff anyway. So you do that, and I'll be back. Walks, does like an about face, and goes, I think she did it, but I just can't prove it.
All right. So what supplies what supplies is a GDO going after?
Oh, he's getting it looks like one of those, like, you know, those interior car wash kits.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah,
car
detailing.
detailing.
So he's getting, the detailing kits, so like armor all and stuff like that, and like not a pressure washer, but the thing they use on the inside.
Carpet cleaner.
Like a steam cleaner sort of thing, yeah.
A steam cleaner, yeah.
Let's see. Some of that stuff you could probably get in the mall. There's shops around if a GDO doesn't already own that stuff.
They absolutely have that, like because I always see those stupid vending machines where you can rent the steam cleaner. Probably the only way they make money nowadays.
Yeah, you can like rent them at grocery stores or like hardware stores.
There used to be one at Walmart, so I know for a fact there's probably at least one at a mall. Those malls are scams.
Or there's a Lowe's in our domain or near our domain.
Yeah. Alright, so you hop in your car, you run and get supplies. Iola, what are you doing with this guy?
Hey.
Hand wave the murder if that's what you're gonna do.
So.
Because
I have a D2 in my hand.
You've already got a stain from the girlfriend, losing control and butchering the girlfriend like this. The dude's gonna be a whole separate something.
Mm-hmm. So. And at 1, kill him, and the 1 to kill him, the 20 will be I ghoul him.
On brand for a Malkavian to like
And
murder
it landed
somebody.
on a 1, so she will.
If it's getting too gruesome to describe, we can just hand wave it.
No,
Just be like, okay.
No, it's gonna be an easy. She's gonna give him a quick death.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've still got the amped up strength, so you can just kind of snap if you want to.
Yeah.
And we'll move on.
She will say, I didn't want to do this, but I've been left no choice, and then she'll snap his neck.
He, of course, can't respond. He doesn't look like that's comforting at all.
Okay. And then subsequently, Gideon comes back from Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so how many stains do I have now?
I don't know if each of those would be 1 or if it's. Let's see, where is stains?
It pretty much depends on the humanity level of the vampire in question.
Page 239.
I don't know if at 6 they would get a stain or not.
Alright, let's see.
It's dependent. So let me pull up the Wikipedia and have Adobe. What the heck? Humanity traffic. Humanity 6. Hey, people die, stuff breaks. You have little difficulty with the fact that you need blood to survive, and that you do what needs to be done to get it. You might not go out of your way to wreck things or kill people, but you don't cry bloody tears over it either. Not automatically horrid, kindred at this stage of humanity don't win any prizes for congeniality either.
Okay. However, the messy criticals cause stains, I believe.
Depending on how it's used, yeah.
And cause stains, yes.
Yeah, because like rules for this level of humanity work as the previous rating, unless otherwise noted, as the human mask becomes more difficult to wear.
I think, just for the context of it, where he's compelled to effectively watch, I think that's kind of fucked.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
There.
Yeah.
Alright, so give yourself, let's see.
Then 1 stain?
Well, 1 stain for how messed up the situation is, and then let me check to see what the messy criticals do. Let's see. The character gains 1 or more stains for their monstrous action. Because it's not just that you killed her, it's the brutality that you did it that makes it a little above and beyond just a normal what I decided to feed.
Yeah.
The character breaches the masquerade. If somebody had been around, yeah. But not...
not anymore.
You could potentially... Oh, these are all the different things it could be. Something negative happens to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, give yourself 2 stains total and we'll roll on.
That's gonna get interesting.
Yeah, it will.
Let's see. And you know to check the box at the 2 boxes at the end of the empty box at the end of the track, right? That's how you keep up with the stains.
Yeah, I have 2 X's.
Okay.
Or 2 slashes in the last 2 humanities at the edge.
All right.
Yeah, you're not checking your current humanity. You're checking empties.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I check
Yeah.
empties, not
Yeah.
current.
The
Okay.
far right
Yeah.
of the humanity track.
Because
Okay.
if you take enough stains that you fill up the empty boxes and get into your actual humanity boxes, you start taking aggravated willpower damage. You start
Gotcha.
losing your willpower.
Gotcha.
Well, there's also rolls you have to make
Mhm.
with the stains, but we'll worry about that.
Well, that's at the end of the session.
Yeah.
That's end of session stuff. Yeah. Your penance roll.
Mhm.
All right.
And Egidio comes back with like the detailing kit.
And the dude's sitting there with his head kind of lolling over to one side,
Quick and clean.
eyes wide but unseeing.
Yep. Interesting.
All right, now you're still parked in the mall parking lot.
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna do your cleaning here, or are you gonna carry it somewhere else?
I think, we'll, make sure there's no one's watching. Just put bodies in the back seat, and then
Just
go
drag
about
over.
cleaning. Just open over the.
Well,
open over the.
The
There's a
lady
little
is
bit of
still leaking a little bit.
Sure. That's fixable. I'm going to be focusing on that one in particular with my coterie merit. But yeah, just like, and I'll start detailing the front part. And then I'll make the seat nice and clean for me, and then I'll move the other person to the back, and I a motion for Iola to get in the driver's seat. I'll tell you where to go.
I don't know how to drive.
Oh, fine. And then and I'll switch seats,
Okay.
and I'll
Even
drive
I
to.
never know how to drive.
I know where to drive. And even if and I will drive us to the spot where I put the other person last time,
Okay.
because I know that spot is decently protected.
And I don't think it's particularly close to your.
No.
That was
It's a
over.
bit
That was
ways.
over closer to Molten Heights.
Yes. It's like a and Iola will see it for the first time. It's this little clearing that even has like walls up, and it may have supposed to have been a cemetery at one point, or like a little graveyard. But for whatever reason, the construction never quite finalized. And he drives in, and he's still singing Taylor Swift as he like digs a. You watch a very practiced hand where he gets into the dirt, where he can still drop it, and it looks as though it's not hasn't been like dug into. Like maybe I've done this a few times.
All right, so you can steal the bodies.
I'll go. There's the back seat, so I'll detail that while I'm at it.
Okay.
And then it's like nothing happened.
All right, so what do you gotta do with the SUV?
I'm gonna go find a Denny's, park it there, and just walk.
Okay, you find some
Gonna
restaurant.
Come back to bite us in the ass.
I will, however, make sure I'll check the glove box for any kind of valuable.
Let's see what.
The engagement ring. He was gonna propose to her.
That would have been in his pocket if Egidio had
That's
checked his
specific.
pockets.
Yep.
Like, don't make the player feel worse than what they already do.
Nope. Give me that knife.
That's the whole point of this sort of thing.
Yep.
Twist and twist and twist.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, nothing of particular value.
not looking for anything of value, just like a random bauble of some kind.
Oh, sure.
Like this isn't a money thing. This is a
Souvenir.
yeah.
There's nothing particular in the glove box, though. Up on the dash, there's like a little Hello Kitty stuck to the dash.
Yoink.
You know, it's not a bobblehead. It's like the entire Hello Kitty is on the little spring.
It's like one of those little hula things.
Mm-hmm.
I'll swipe that, and I'll park it in front of a Denny's, and I will walk away, and I'll be like, "Come on, Iola." I think on the way back, Egidio will have a conversation with Iola. Something to the effect of, "So, how'd it feel?" He's just walking like nothing.
What happened?
So, how'd it feel?
Like I was in control of my body. Like I wasn't in control of my body, but I can see what was happening. A little different than usual, but
Go on. He's like has like a little flip pad. He's writing notes.
I mean, I didn't want to feed from them.
But it's not where you
The
want to
hunger
go.
was
It's where you
just
end up going.
the hunger was just a bit too strong.
Yeah, happens. Happens to the best of us. But now you feel real good, don't you?
I mean, I'm full for once.
How's it in here? He's still walking.
Wait, in where? Sorry, I didn't have it.
Here. He's pointing to his head.
Oh, I mean, doesn't really bug me. It's either they die or I die, and I'm dead, but I don't want to be dead.
Fair enough.
Now, I'm just going to point out the fact that you have stains means it is bothering you a little bit.
A little.
When
Like,
you make
she
that
didn't-
roll at the end of the night, will be whether it really bothers you, or whether
Yeah,
you
I
just
mean-
shrug it off and lose some humanity.
Like it like the way she says it's like she didn't want to do it, but you know, when it came to it at the end, for at least for the guy, it was either she die or just him die once.
Well,
So,
you did have the option to embrace them. Or at least one of them.
and you think I have the mental capacity to raise
Whoa.
somebody?
Nobody's saying anything about mental capacity here.
No, that's what, like, if he brings that up, she's like, I don't even have the mental capacity to raise anybody, let alone.
Tranquilo. No one's saying anything about mental capacity.
All right. Meanwhile, at the bar,
Meanwhile, at the ranch.
Egidio just got up and left, and it's been a couple of hours.
Oh,
I probably would have called Dave. Maybe I should call Dave and can at least brief him in person about what went on.
Yeah.
Better than playing telephone over the telephone.
Yeah, he'll shoot Dave. He'll call Dave.
He picks up the phone. Kyle?
Hey, Dave, you got a minute? I got a package for you that you might want to take a look at the bar if you got some time.
Yeah. It's always a busy night. Yeah, I should be able to swing by there in about 30 minutes.
I appreciate that. Sorry to make your night any more busier than it already is.
It's not really your fault. And 30 minutes later, Dave walks in.
Hey, he'll lead him back to his office and he'll show him the video of the guy attacking the one of his employees. Does this guy look familiar to you at all? Because this was fairly blatant. Like, directly in one of my mortal employees' faces. Blatant.
Have you talked to the employee yet?
Not yet. They took him to the hospital.
Yeah, you couldn't go visit him there.
No.
Not to generalize, but the guy did smell like sewer. Was a nos. Have we found Rat yet?
No. And I can't tell for sure, without seeing his face, I can't tell for sure this is Rat. And, you know, I can tell you, oh, Rat dresses kind of like that, but that's half of us.
The police said something about the employee talking about the teeth. Were teeth very noticeable? I'm guessing by the name. I'm not. Again, this isn't me trying to generalize, but you don't take the name Rat
But
if you don't look like a rat.
Rat looks like a rat. Yep. If you give him the description, that would actually describe Rat pretty well. But it doesn't make sense for Rat to. Rat was ride or die anarchy. It doesn't make sense for him to come over to this, opposite side of town and start picking fights. Kyle, do you have any idea why he would have been wanting to talk to you?
No, not really. I mean, unless something happened to his folks when they flooded the sewers and he blames me for it for kicking
Well,
me off
Rat's
things.
coterie got wiped out, as far as anybody can tell. Wiped out or captured. It's like the sewer flooding kind of flushed them out into an ambush.
Well,
But why be pissed at you instead of the Camarilla?
I don't know.
Unless somebody screwed with his head.
Our thing at the
Possible.
U-Haul kind of kicked it off.
He's hot-headed. I guess he could.
Or someone got in his head.
Have we come back at this point? Or are we still? It's gonna be a bit.
Just a smidge.
Yeah, but say it took a half hour for Dave to get here, and
Yeah. Not
said
very
he'll
good.
be gone like a few hours.
Mhm.
Well, as interesting as that is to know, do you know my stance on people attacking me or mine?
I do, and you have to defend your domain, and nobody's questioning that.
Is he maybe still hanging around? I mean, didn't Egidio said he saw glowing eyes in the sewers near here?
The light will catch Rat's eyes weird sometimes. Okay, this is obviously going to be Rat.
I mean,
do what you have to protect yourself. If you can bring him in alive, we'd like to talk to him.
I might be able to.
If nothing else, I could. Walter or I would probably be the only ones physically powerful enough to subdue him.
Rat's pretty tough.
Like,
as far as
you tough or
big part?
Could he, if you versus him without a gun, of course? I mean, even fight?
Probably so. I think I can hit a little harder, but I think he can take a punch a little better.
Okay, and maybe diplomacy.
I need to go. Yeah, I need to go talk to the Baron, or my Baron.
If we find him, well, do we want us to call you or just take him?
Yes, call me immediately. I mean,
okay,
if you spot him somewhere where it's not a confrontation, still call me and let me know.
Okay.
I mean, it's your domain. You can handle. This is your territory on how you handle things.
Backup wouldn't hurt them.
Yeah, I'm saying, feel free to call me.
Right.
And then he hustles off. little bit after that is when Egidio and Iola stroll back in like
Yes.
nothing's going.
Did you at least get Iola a new shirt?
Oh yeah, that's part of the whole thing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that would have been a swing by Walmart, buy a pack.
Yep. Now, I think on the way over, we can streamline this, but on the way over, I think Egidio would have asked what the person looked like. That like because she got a good look at him.
And she would explain what he looked like.
Yeah.
Yep. You heard the news that you dead.
And his clothing
It's
up
just
under
like
up under his
guitarring.
coat, looked pretty nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine something soaked in sewage and then maybe rinsed out in clean water. That's about the best it did.
Ooh, lovely.
Yep. Egidio comes in air guitaring in the front when no one's here. Ah, tough crowd. He puts the cane back.
Did you have fun?
I enjoy the work I do. Doesn't mean I want to do it.
We think we may have figured out who was spying on us. If
Oh, go on.
possibly Rat, the missing Nosferatu.
What does he look like?
Like his name, apparently. Dave said the glowing eyes were definitely Rat.
Aola, that's the teeth thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw him?
Well, she did.
Where? I mean, how long ago? They're kind of looking for him.
He attacked me.
What?
So whoever you guys fought decided today was the day to get answers and chose the wrong person to try to get answers from. I don't
Not how
know
you
what
told
you
it.
guys did.
Neither do we.
But he came after me. Because, we killed his coterie. We killed his people. Apparently. I haven't killed anybody for a while until today. But that's not here nor there. He grabbed me.
They're hidden. We're good.
Oh.
And yeah, Egidio as they all look at her like, no, they're hidden. We're good.
The next time you fight somebody, let me know.
We didn't fight
So-
his people.
I'm not
Definitely-
confused.
Definitely didn't fight a coterie of Nos.
Maybe because I don't know.
Oh,
I
I'm
can
sure
tell
what's
you
going on.
the area he tried to drag me into.
I doubt he's there still. Where was the storm drain you saw him?
Tell him where it's
Down there
at.
in the mall.
No, not the mall. She wasn't
No,
at
that
the
was
mall.
the one. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure who she was asking.
Well, I don't think going and standing in the middle of the street one might do anything.
Are the storm drains big enough that somebody can fit in there? Besides the Nos, who can
Do
Like-
most things.
do Nos
Oh.
things.
He was trying to drag me into the sewer drain.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, the one he was dragging you to, it had the usual drain part, but it also had a kind of the manhole cover where you could get down in there.
Mhm.
I see.
Other than that, a lot of the storm drains you couldn't fit into, but there are some that you can. I mean, it just kind of varies.
So, like the one from the mall, for example.
The one he was looking out of, if you struggled, you might be able to squeeze yourself into that one.
Nos
if-
are
as
just
long as you
capable
weren't
of
a
contorting
portly fella.
themselves. Yeah. Yeah, Egidio's pretty not. He's pretty thin.
Svelte.
He's svelte.
I
So options: we can go in the sewers and look for a Nos fighting a needle in a haystack. We can
could
wait
try
for him to try to kidnap one of us again. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I could try talking to him if he's near the storm drain.
Well, if he's grabbing members of the coterie, I don't think talking's an option.
Well, that's why you guys are watching, and if he does try to grab me, you beat the shit out of him.
mean, I guess. It's less sporting than I'm usually a fan of, but sure.
I just like this. We'll take the peaceful approach. If that doesn't work, beat the shit out of him.
Exactly.
Give peace a chance, but just one chance.
It's possible someone got in its head.
Speak softly, carry a big stick.
Do no harm, take no shit. It's possible someone got in his head, and if his entire coterie is dead, it probably hasn't helped.
Probably not that hard to get into his head then.
Exactly. Especially if they have additional skills.
What say you, Kyle? It's been in your bar twice.
If you were asked to bring him in non-lethally,
Doesn't mean you can't rough him up.
subdue, then get Dave on the line, have him come talk to him.
Ready? Do you have I have a weird question. Do you have a bar stool that is broken? Is that one of the damages that came about?
Do I?
Sure. Whether it's from that most recent incident or just a bar stool that like got a cracked leg or something, it's just tossed in the back. Should have been thrown out. Nobody's actually done it yet.
It can still kind of lean up against the back of the building for smoke breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Oh, perfect. And then he will go grab the bar stool, snap the leg off, and he's gonna go make a steak. You see him pull out like a Bowie knife and just start. I'll roll for it. That's one of my things.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide if that's really something that should require a roll. I mean, I guess if you specifically bought the skill for it, go for it.
Yeah. Well, it's my specialty is jury rigging.
Oh, I guess.
Jury rigging.
It's in craft.
Yeah.
Knitting, crochet, steak making.
So it's intelligence.
Well, it's whittling. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You take big sticks and you whittle them down to little sticks.
Yep. 3 successes.
20 sticks.
I can't imagine it's that hard to make a steak. So
No. In fact, I'll give you a steak per success.
Hell yeah.
What you managed to get usable out of that kind of busted up stool.
Well, if we're doing non-lethal, then he gets the steak he just finished. He's like, there you go. Maybe Walter actually.
Walter has a little bit more oomph.
You gotta have the strength to kind of really punch it through.
It's called shot too, so it's a 2 dice penalty. And then he'll finish the other 2. Well, just while y'all are having, even while he's talking in conversation, he's just like whittling it down. And he finishes 1. Here you go. He gives one to he gives the other 2 to Kyle. Said non-lethal. There you go.
I did say non-lethal.
He just puts the top half of the stool just like on the side there.
Employees are gonna be very disappointed when they come in tomorrow night. Oh
That's
man, where'd the
no more
smoking stool go?
Someone finally threw that out. Man. Who did it? Who was doing garbage last night?
But so we will wrap here while Egidio is handing out steaks and y'all are debating how to hunt Rat down. I guess we'll come back next week and hunt down Rat. Poor guy.
Going rat
Before we leave though, let's make a remorse roll for one Iola Spencer.
Okay, what do I roll?
All right, let me pull up.
The humanity one?
It's down at the bottom.
You roll 2d10s.
If you scroll down, it's under hunger. You can roll that.
The humanity button?
Yeah, there's one that says remorse too.
Oh, remorse. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, hang on. Before you roll that, move. Well, actually, I can do it. Put the slashes, I think, on the very end down here. If you're looking at it. And then it should automatically roll 2 dice for those 2 in the middle. Because you roll dice for the unmarked, unchecked boxes.
Okay. How many? 2 dice, right?
It should be, yes.
Oh, you're humanity 5 now.
All right. At least,
No.
Club.
I'm humanity 4.
hang on. Let me read what the failure
Yeah.
does.
Fair enough.
The minimum number of dice.
You lose 1 humanity.
If the remorse roll results in at least 1 success, the character has suffered enough guilt, shame, or regret to retain their current humanity. They remove all stains. If the remorse roll results in no successes, the beast has won. The character must lose 1 point of humanity and then remove all stains. So yeah, you only go down 1 at a time. It doesn't matter how many you missed.
There we go. Humanity 5. And Vinny, what do you want, Bubba? You're sleeping in the closet. What you need, baby?
So Iola, it is exactly what Rappy said. Iola's just really not bothered by this. Whatever.
People die.
People die. Sometimes they have to watch their loved ones die before they die. Whatever. Monster is just a term.
Of endearment.
So that does us for tonight. Hope y'all had fun. I really enjoyed this.
Mhm.
You're sure you did, buddy.
I hope anybody out there that watched it enjoyed it. Hope you come back next week. If you're looking for more gaming on Dire Bear, I think Dire Bear's currently got 2 D&D campaigns going on.
Should be one on Wednesday, got one on Thursday. You can look on the bottom, or you can just join the Discord. It's probably easier if you just join the Discord, because then they'll have a bulletin board.
Yes, which is the Discord information is probably still down there somewhere too.
And if you follow the Twitch channel, I think it'll send you a notification when the video starts.
There you go.
I think that's all. Yeah. So we will see y'all next time. Everybody wait.
Bye.